Alright. So, no wasting time. Let's get going. Let's turn this camera down too. I look very short in here. I swear I'm not short. Alright. Cool. So, welcome. Today, we're not building this. I finished this one last week, so if you want to check out the VOD, that should still be up on Twitch, and it'll probably go on YouTube eventually. Today, probably much cheaper and less exciting. We have DZ60 with, I pull my shit over here, their KBDfans acrylic top case, or acrylic 5-degree angle case. So I've been getting on that frosted acrylic polycarb look, and I thought this is a cheaper-ish mid-range build, and I'd like to compare it against this one right here. So I built this one last week, and this was very nice. I'm quite a fan of it. This will probably go for sale because I am not a big fan of how hollow it sounds. We'll do a sound test at the end of this. But today I have the build. We have this guy, we have our DZ60, and we have some GAT Milky Yellows, if they will focus. There you go. So these were lubed just a little bit earlier today with, not Krytox, with Glorious Lube, and the springs were lubed with Krytox 105. So pretty much as good as it gets for a budget linear, pretty much. These were super cheap. I got them on KBDfans with the case, and this was about, so the case was 80 bucks. I got a carbon fiber plate, which I believe was $30. Here. So this will be quite a stiff board. Check that out. Let me pull that out of the packaging. There we go. Haven't actually seen this yet. Look at that. It's very thin. Very thin, but very not flexy. Not flexy at all. But to me, that looks pretty legit for carbon fiber. It will come up. The finish was really nice on that. It's like that matte carbon look. So I think this will be the first KBDfans build I do. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to this build. This will be sort of more, not budget oriented, but it is a much more mid-range centric build. So this should be a lot easier to do. Should be a little bit more attainable for most people. That looks really cool actually. And oh yeah, this PCB here is just a regular PCB with underglow RGB. So that's where we'll be seeing our underglow for the acrylic. And as you can tell for this board, it looks really good. I'm a big fan of this, but we shall see. In the meantime, we'll wait for some people to show up. Just hang out for a little bit, see how this goes. Very bleach. Pretty sure that's bleach. So, let's begin. Before we do that, let me unplug this, or let me move this board out of the way. Just turn that off. Board's going absolutely ballistic because I'm touching all over it. This guy, and we need to lube our stabs. I did the holy mod last week for the Godspeed. It was alright. It made tuning much easier because you didn't really have to worry about tuning. You just kind of just worked. But it was an enormous pain in the ass to get it all set up, so I don't know how to feel about it. I'm gonna try not doing holy mod this time and see what that does, because I partially think it came out really good because the lubing on the stabilizer wires were a lot better, and not necessarily because holy mod did all the work. So let's just get this out of the way. I think today we're gonna run. I've started to like using these smaller spacebar wires. I find 7 to be a little bit too big for me, and I think it looks a little strange unless the board is particularly wide. So unfortunately, I'll start with this guy. So we should have, I think, let me pull my PCB back out. Oh no, did I scratch the case? That would suck. Probably partially. Oh well. It's okay, it'll be on the inside. So you have your spacebar stab here. We have at least an enter and at least a shift and probably a backspace. So we'll loop 4 and see where we end up. So most notably, they give you, how many are they giving you here? They give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I counting this right? No, that's 4. So there's 5. They don't give you. You just gotta tear them open. All right. And do I need to clip these? I do need to clip these. Oh God. All right. But yeah, this is also my new camera setup. So this time I'm upgraded. Very fancy. Using an overhead camera, unlike last time. So finally got one of those overhead mounts for the tripod. So I think it came out very, very nice. Let me know if you like it. Let's do this on here so it's easier to see. Alright, first order of business. Do we have extra lube? We do. So, crack all of these guys open. So we need 4, I think. So we'll just start with 4 and go from there. What was that? Something fell over there. Okay. Can we zoom that in a little bit? Or is Exposure's going to be super unhappy with me today? Probably super unhappy. We'll go with that. Let me see here. Maybe I can turn up the lights. There we go. Much better lighting. Where are my clippers? Oh, they're not here. That's very fun. Give me a second. Here we go. Who's this guy?
け入れることができるのは私だけだ。私も君と同じなのだよ。体のあらゆるところ、指紋、角膜までメイホ。メイホ。
Ah, fucked up, as I usually do. Going from today, probably will be doing a little bit more gaming, because I am having way too many keyboards, and I need some time to sell and recuperate some of the old ones I've done. It's always a weird hobby, just constantly selling things. You think you're gonna get stuck with, you know, you're gonna build your perfect board, and the next thing you know, you're on to the next one, and it simply does not matter in the slightest. Okay, upstairs neighbors, that's fun. Man, the guys upstairs, no idea who they are, but they must be fucking busy. They just keep running around, stomping upstairs. It's crazy. Oh, that's loud. I need to turn off my notifications. Let's get a little bit of extra dialed in there. Cool. There's 4. Why don't we see how that turned out? Give it a listen. What a fucking banger, dude. I think my tweezers were here somewhere, right? Yep, there they are. Let's do this guy first. Let me look at the chart for this. Make sure we get this right. DZ60 layout. So they do a bunch of 1.25s, it looks like, starting from the left. So let's get this in the right orientation first of all. This is a good chance to pull up keycaps. So let's give it a look. Big mess because they keep falling out, but I am using some fake, I think they're GMK Night Runners, but these are definitely 100% fake. But I wanted this as a chance to see how good the replicas for PBT get. See if we can make any, see if GMK is worth it. I would assume GMK is worth it. I do have a GMK set myself. And I think overall, all things considered, they are definitely worth it. But this is a good option if you don't necessarily want to pay that much money. Because I think these are $50 and you can get them on Amazon. You can get them tomorrow. Which is always a great thing to hear. This is the wrong keycap set though, because I could take maybe some of the Windows keys, but that's about it. I'll take the Windows keys. That's all I really want. We'll deal with left window later, but what I really want is I want to see Control Shift Space. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is I believe, the true set we want. So since we already have our switches looped, and you can just go straight in and have a look. There we go. So we get some switches in here. So that already looks wrong. So I'm going to move it over one. There we go. And obviously when we run a plate on this, we'll do it for real. I just want to hear this for ticking reasons. Make sure we get our setup right dialed in. Man, that is super insecure. What the hell? That is not a mood at all. You getting that? What the hell is this? This one's fine. I guess this is what happens when you get an obscene number of alignment holes for your setup. Just try that and make sure that fits. I don't see why this wouldn't, but that's one. Two. So the gapping on that looks okay. And then 3, which is definitely not okay. So let's put that off to the side by 1. I think that should fit. And then we'll just put that right smack in the middle. So that feels kind of far apart, if I'm honest. But I guess we will find out in just any moment. So put this here, off to the side. What is nice though is that you can do like a split space bar if you wanted to with this setup. That's the one thing about I will give props to them for. Just make sure these fit. We're not going to commit to this because I will be band-aiding the band-aid modding for the bottom half. Make sure that fits. So that's a... So that is too far to the right. Good. Glad we found that out. But how does that work? Because this is a 6.25U. And in theory, a 6.25U should come in here no problem. Unless something is wrong. So what are they doing here? They're just doing 1.25s across the board. So what's happening? It's gotta be this, right? Surely. Oh, you know, this is a dumb observation. It actually should be to the left a little bit. It should be that way. Yeah, that would explain it. And then you would go all the way to the left here, I guess. That looks pretty good. Yeah, you would go all the way to the left, I would assume. Yeah, so the gap looks a lot less terrible. It's not great. It's still not great at all. I don't know why. But it could be a lot worse. And I think this should mean our space sword fits here. Just say hypothetically it goes in here. And in here. On our spacebar estimate, and looks good to me. I think that's right. Okay, so we'll stick with those. We'll stick with this placement, and I will start putting some band-aids on here for testing. So let's get our thing out of the way here. Let's cut up a band-aid. I gotta go get a band-aid, I just realized. I'll be right back. Lamau. Cool, so we got Band-Aid mod ready to go. Pair of scissors. And your favorite Band-Aid. So I actually found these to be a lot better to use than actually a standard, like one of those like KBDfans inserts. First of all, it's a lot cheaper because you can get a bunch of Band-Aids for the same price as like a tiny sticker sheet. And I think they give slightly better sound acoustics. And I also find the KBDfans ones to be quite difficult to install. That could just be me, though. That could definitely just be me. I think we can split this guy in half here. And get two. And get a pair. Nice. You know, I'm thinking I lost track of that sticker, didn't I? Hopefully we have enough. It's okay. Yeah, we did. That's unfortunate. We hate to see that. Ah! I can't believe you just did that to me, bro. kind of weird because these are semi-rigid, which I don't know how to feel about yet. Let's get one of these stickers on just, or get one of these screws in just to seat it in place. God fucking damn it. Extra. Do a little bit preemptively, but I'm pretty sure we'll need to, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of extra back here. There we go. All right, nice, nice, nice. Should I give this a listen? Turn on the music. Just for a second. Let's see here. So on first try, pretty good actually. No ticking. Goes down nice and smooth. And I actually prefer this because Holy Mod, I think it makes it feel very mushy. This gives quite a sharp bottom out with the way it is right now, which is fine. I think that's good. Cool. Cool. We can continue with the rest of them, I guess. Have a look. Let's see here. Start with... This is quite confusing. So they want you to do... I guess we wanted to do a more centered 2.5U, we would just go here. And then we would, that way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I didn't fuck that up. We're good. We're good. Do that later. Get this holder. Nice.
That is a powerful spell, Lord. I wish you learned to do something like that. Try to remember me kindly, if you will.
Ponyo, what's your dad like?
He hates humans. He keeps me in a bubble.
Huh?
There we go. As always, these ones are loose, so they're hard to get in. It's quite unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even notice. Is that Dad? Hey, Dad. How's it going? Today's a slow day, unfortunately, but it's okay. We'll have those once in a while, I guess, so just keep at it. There we go. There we go. It's always so difficult for some reason, but okay, so that will fit fine. And I think that will be a full-size shift. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Forgot to do the band-aids on that one, but hey. Oh, no, I did do the band-aids on that one. I'm just stupid. I did do the band-aids. Let's go. Alright, so that side's just completely stuck. So let's just move on to the next side. Here. So we need one on the... I really don't want to use a big shift like that, but maybe we don't have a choice. Oh, that means I'll have to use I'll have to leave an extra stabilizer then. Or we could get away with. Oh, we should do the backspace first. That's priority. Man, building all these 60% has made me forget how big of a shift the right one usually is, which is kind of hilarious. Let's just see where this would go. It's about here, probably. What else would you loot? Well, I would like to keep a function key. So maybe if we did a 1.75 shift. So I guess you could use a smaller shift, and then I won't have to loop a stabilizer. That'd be nice. Let me see if I have an extra shift to work with here. Definitely should. Take a look. That's gotta be a 1.75. There's no way that isn't. In which case, we have for here. Is that a row 1 function button? I guess so. Yeah. I don't really want a row 1 like that, but that definitely looks like a row 3. So that's an end. We have a delete. Do we have a function for this row? We do not. So maybe we just do a big chunky right shift. Yeah, and then we'll do a function in the bottom row. Okay. Not ideal, but that's okay. But could we use... Oh, we could use this spacebar instead? Yo, that'd be huge. I actually really like that color. That really pops. Maybe we'll use the spacebar instead. I'll save that for later. I'll have to take a look at that one later and decide. Put it down there for convenience. I guess we'll put that shift off to the side as well and just use the big chunky boy. I would assume if we do that one, then... Oh, that did not cut clean. That's quite unfortunate. Okay. I believe it was this guy right here. So we'll just put these stabs in first, and then get to work. We'll loop the last one after all of these ones are done. Let's get the hole set up first, and then we can go from there. down again. I think that looks pretty good. Cool. On to the next one. Hey Dad, how's it going? Thanks for watching, Dad. Just get these guys on. And then... Man, this is difficult as hell. Okay, that's annoying. Throw that. Let's do the little pads, and then we'll put on a stabilizer. Thanks to Vive. Ha ha ha. These are always such a terrible nightmare to put in. There we go. That's one. Can we get two? There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. So we have one more to do, unfortunately. Because we need an extra one for our enter. So, you want to take a look. So that's what they normally look like. Very ugly and plasticky, and you can hear that. They rattle around. So, we do all this extra work ahead of time. You can see there, to make sure that they're nice and quiet, so this guy doesn't shake at all, which is very nice. Let's put this guy here. I think the spacebar, the enter only goes in one way, so that's nice and easy. There we go. Very easy. Let's see here. Our music stopped. That's quite sad. See if we can pull some more up. Cool. So when you break these stabilizers, you do a couple of things. So for one, we snip the tiny little guys on the corner, right there, just so they don't rattle so much, and then we lubricate them to make sure the sound is good. So let me get my little cutters, and that will be good. And then we'll get to actually the fun bit, which is soldering and actually putting everything together. This is always the really annoying prep work you have to do beforehand. This song is not very good. Now we have a better playlist. There we go. So we need to do here and here. The lower half. Whoopsie daisies. Let's go. Nice. All our stabs are in, so we can test our plate for real this time. If, yeah, okay, there we go. The spacebar finally came off. Where is our plate? It should be here. There we go. So we're gonna do a couple of things. So this should just fit straight over the top, first of all, just to make sure. Well, that's going to be a problem, huh? This guy doesn't support this stabilizer setup. Well, ain't that fun? Should have checked that before I put all of it together, but here we are. It turns out you have to run 2 switches there, and then run a shorter shift. Okay then. So I wasted my time tuning that stab for no reason. We will just be taking that right off. Take that boy right off, and I guess we'll just have to peel off our band-aids because we will not be using these at all. And we'll just have to find some switches to fill in the gaps, I guess, which is fine, but annoying. So let's just make sure that those fit. Okay, so this switch fits here. That's good. Wow, I am lucky with that spacebar setup, because if I picked literally anywhere else, it would have completely failed. So, alright, let's just put some switches in and give some sound tests across the plate, and then we will solder in our switches. I hope I made enough switches, because I was sort of hoping that the long shift would be enough for this, but I guess we will find out, no matter. Alright, let's pause our music for a second, and start putting in our space bar and all manner of other things in. Making sure that it works. That sounds nice. That's smooth. Oh, that's creamy. Okay. Alright. Shift. We need shift in here. We need our enter. And we need our backspace. So they give you alternate colors, I believe, for the backspace. Maybe we could take a look at these and make sure our legending is good. Thank you. Yeah, so this is a clone color. So this is from a company called GMK, but they don't sell them anymore, so I got a Chinese copy of them. So, but you kind of see it in the quality here, I think, if it will focus. So if you can look carefully there, if you look at our backspace, that letter A is pretty ugly. It's kind of like the letters are a little wavy. They're not quite the same font here. It's pretty abysmal, actually. But thankfully, we do have one that came out slightly better. So I think that decides which one we'll use. This is pretty bad. And this is kind of just what you pay for when you get a clone version of these keycaps that for $50. So the original set, I think, is like 130, 140 probably, if you can get it at like retail price. But these were 50, so for a third of the price, can't complain too much. So why don't we give that a sound test before we proceed, and then we can go from there. So let's just good, nice, and then no ticking, no rattling, and then finally, ooh, so. Yeah, it's the same voltage. It's the volt yellow color. It's nice. And then so those sound really good. Oh, if you haven't seen this already, so I'm actually using a very nice back plate. So this is carbon fiber. Very fancy, isn't it? That's carbon fiber. All there. It's nice and stiff too. This is real. This is really nice. I think this goes really well with the with our color accents too. The carbon fiber matches this very well. You want to see the rest of the switch, the caps. I think those will go very well. This is really nice. I wish I had an original set of these, because I think the originals would look super nice. But no matter. That's okay. So we can, I guess, start putting some switches in. And yeah, we'll just put switches in and then get to soldering. Let me turn up my soldering iron a little bit. Put this guy off to the side. Come on, there we go. There we go. Well, okay, that just came straight with it. That's fun. I wouldn't call this plate very sturdy, but it looks very nice. So maybe that's enough. And I think I just botched the switch as I put it in. Let me just pull that out again. Did I botch it? Oh, yeah, that's nasty. Ooh, that's nasty. And you always got to be careful with these. That's always quite unfortunate when that happens. And then finally, we have a space bar that needs to come off. Cool. All right. Put that away, and we'll just start putting in our bucket of switches. Let me take a look over here. So, if you haven't been here to see this, so Gatoron Milky Yellows. So these are a nice medium linear switch with a milky color. So I lubricated these a little bit earlier today and yesterday. No filming, but I think for the price, it's about as good as it gets. They sound really nice just off of testing them without like putting them in. They sound really good. So I'm excited. Let's take a look here. I think we should just pull most of these off, and then I'll put them in together all at once. Go. We'll have to do this 60 times. So look forward to it. Oh, let me bring back the music as well, since we're not listening. So many of them. Gets prickly. There we go. Man, I hope we don't run out of switches. That would really suck. Then I would have to go back and loop some extra ones for today, which is never a fun thing to watch. Making sure all of our switches went in okay. Looks like they did, so I'm not too worried. Yep, everything looks pretty flush to me, so we'll just keep going. It's all sharp and prickly in the back, that's annoying. I'm getting a little worried. Hope we don't run out. Oh, come on, really? Did that have to break out right now? Ugh. Okay. Back to bending switches. Yep. Of course I did. Hopefully that doesn't kill the switch. It should be okay, but that's annoying nonetheless. Ooh, am I one switch short? No, I'm one switch short? Oh man, I thought I almost got it damn near right. That's tough. I guess if we didn't have the have to do all this extra shift stuff, I would have actually had enough. But it's okay. We live another day. Yep, I am one switch short. Alright, I will have to get one from the bin and But honestly, what might be an idea, because I'm lazy, keep this, take the space bar, and I would like a heavier feel. So why don't we use a nice novelty cream for the last one. This one's already been lubed, so this one's ready to go. Just put it straight in. We'll have a nice little space bar with a slightly heavier spring weight, which would be good because I do like a heavier space bar. But I think that means we're ready to use a solder. So let's get to putting these switches together and making sure this is all good. I didn't test the PCB because I'm too lazy to, and I assume it's fine because I didn't do anything to it. But it's okay. Cross our fingers, I guess. Hope for the best. Let me move that back. Don't know how long it's been like that, but it's okay. Am I forgetting something? No, we're good. Make sure that they're all okay. Oh yeah, see? I forgot that one. See if I can turn up the exposure a little bit. I want to do this a little bit more closely. There we go. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Today, soldering a DZ60 right now. So, hopefully I didn't lift the pad there. Looked like it. I don't think we did. I think we're okay there. Yeah, we're good. So, a little ways to go before we're done, but it should come out really nice. Burned a little bit. That's a tight spot. You really can't fuck that one up. That particular spot was very close. It's like right next to the controller. It happens to be right there. Are you kidding me? It's like if you go off ever so slightly, you're just gonna hit something. You're gonna blow this PCB. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's not too bad. Frankly, it could be a lot worse. Well, that's nice. So they do actually have a reset joint there. If I had an extra button, I'd probably put the button there, and then you have a nice reset button to work with. But sadly, I do not. So I'll probably just have to do this with tweezers later. Come on, there we go. Get some more out there. That is a weird joint, but it will have to do. Oh, yeah, let me give you a quick show. So, switches are Gatoron yellows, milky yellow, milky top yellows. Let me bring down the focus on that. Okay. Yeah, so these are Gatoron milky top yellows. You can see here. So these were lubed already. These are using Glorious Lube rather than Krytox. I ran out of switches, so I'm using a Novel Key Cream on my spacebar. And then I am using, let me pull out some of the alphas. So I am using a fake copy of GMK Knight Rider. So I don't have original Knight Riders, unfortunately, and I don't want to pay aftermarket prices for these. So I ended up deciding to just get these fake ones that you can find on Amazon for like 50 bucks. These are made of PBT rather than the usual GMK ABS. And some of the legending is pretty bad. Let me see if I can find a really egregious example. Oh yeah, this backspace. So this backspace is pretty badly printed, frankly. But it's a third of the price of GMK at MSRP. You get decent double shotting here. It goes all the way here and it's reasonably thick. And it's made of PBT, which I actually prefer, because I like that it's a little more harder wearing. But yeah, GMK Knight Rider clones. You can find them on Amazon now, I think, and as well as GMK G-Lube. Yeah, no. So I've been in between 205 and G-Lube. So it's very similar to 205. So if you've ever used 205, you'll get pretty close to that. I think some of the ingredients, from what I understood, are slightly different, and I find that Glorious is a little thicker. I think usually I would say it's rather than like a 205 G0, I think it's a little bit closer to a 205 G2. Which is a slightly thicker grade of 205. But I think it's fine. I think it's good. I've been using them on a lot of my more recent switches, on my more recent builds, and it's served me well. I don't have any problems with it. It definitely is. Ooh, those are super nice. Very cool. I just did a few builds recently. So I did one with... So I did the Glorious Lube on a Holy Panda build. And I also did that on a Novel Key Creams build. I think, from what I experienced, the G-Lube is really good with those, with the linears. So I think black inks and creams naturally take to it pretty well. But that makes sense, though, because they take well to 205 G0. So I wouldn't be entirely surprised at that, given that. I recommend it. I forget how much it costs these days, so I don't know if it's necessarily cheaper or more expensive than Crytox. Oh, hello. How's it going? Catching us right at the end as well. I'm just finishing up the soldering, so I'm approaching my completion. Although I actually haven't honestly tested this board, so for all I know, it could actually be a bad board, and then we're gonna have a fun time debugging it. Let me see here. This is like this PCB is weird because there's a ton of these like kind of like half cuts for your solder joints, which is extremely annoying. But it's how they get so much customization for this PCB, so I guess you give and take there. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's the same camera, but I bought like an extra pole arm, so it goes over the desk rather than to the side of the desk. I think it looks a lot better, right? Ooh. I'm actually really excited to try Hippo switches. I got a pack of 70 in the mail, and I have a switch couture build I'm gonna do when that arrives. Because I haven't got to try. I wanted to try an Alice layout with the Hippo switches. I have a bunch though. What do you want them to do? You want them to melt with the solder? That would suck. That's brutal. It's really cruel of you. Oh yeah, these are very nice. I like the color on these. I wish I didn't have to buy fakes. This is a fake one. I wish I didn't have to, but you know, it is what it is with GMK. I don't know if they ever made like a revision 2 for that keycap for the Knight Rider set, because it is a very cool looking set. Oh, that would be super clean. That'd be so nice. I didn't see the new colors though. I haven't checked the website yet. I think I bought mine like about a month ago. I'm still waiting for it to deliver. I got an Alice with a I think it was like the matte white and then a frosted bottom. I wish I took up the engraving option though. So at the moment, it's no one's. So well, I'm just building it because I had the parts around, and I wanted to put something together. If people want to buy it, I might sell it. Although, I imagine that most people don't really like buying custom completes. Usually, they like to customize it a little bit. Ooh, man. No, I'm pretty happy. Honestly, though, I'm really happy with the Switch Couture order I made, though. I don't regret it. Because at the time, I wanted, a whiteboard to match some keycaps I had coming in. And I just wanted to keep the, kind of clear underglow. So I don't really mind. And I got a brass plate for it, too. So I got good stuff for it. I'm waiting... Man, at the time, though, I did see the Oh, thank you for the follow, Charlie. I completely missed it though, 3 minutes ago. My bad, but thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's the Ghibli music. It's the Ghibli mix. This is super good. Huge fan. No, but yeah, I was saying I'm pretty satisfied with the build I made, or I ended up picking out for it. So the only thing I do wish I did was the engraving. That would have been really cool. But I also missed out on the I think they had a Discipline 65 one. I really like that because I actually built a gingham board on stream a little while ago, and I like the board, but every time I used it, I always wished it was like a slightly different typing angle, and like just slightly I just wish I had an enclosure. So the Switch Couture case they make would be like a perfect follow-up for that, or a perfect addition, but unfortunately I didn't find Switch Couture until after I built the gingham. And also the what was it? I think the Discipline board is slightly more practical because that is a 65% board, and honestly, I cannot live without arrow keys. I find here I am building a 60%, but I find 60% is like just slightly not usable enough for me. I need to keep some, like, I need to be able to use the page up, page down, and arrow keys for me to like be comfortable with the board. So I usually like to stick with 65% and 75%. Hello everyone who's joining the stream now. We're wrapping up the build. Getting into the fun stuff. I don't know, maybe I should start either streaming later or like just streaming not streaming or skipping the stream part where I do stabilizers, because it seems like not a lot of people want to watch me loop stabilizers. It's always right at the end. It could just be my timing too though, so I never know. Because I do these streams fairly early. A full-size Alice board. Oh, God. Dude, Alice boards are already really big for how many switches they have, or for how for their form factor. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But if you want to see my solder work, wrong way. I think this came out all right. Soldering gets better every time. Usually it's pretty consistent. I'm happy with that. Can't hear anything. Alright. Cool. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. Let's clean this up a little bit, because we are now onto building the case. I didn't look at any instructions or guides about how to build this, so this is just kind of a shot in the dark. All I know is that it's tray mounted. So, and I don't actually want it to be tray mounted. I kind of wish I bought bought some O-rings to gasket mount the board. Because I think some people, what I've seen is they will try to gasket mount it. Let me take a look at this really quick. Let's pull this up. Oh, that is gigantic. Oh, and it's I forget what the word is, but they put the numpad to the left. I actually like that a lot. That's crazy nice. That's really nice. Let me see if I can pull this up in the Chrome. Here we go. Oh, Southpaw. It's a Southpaw build. Let's check this out. Yo, dude, this thing is nice. That is fancy. I love the that wrist rest. Does it come with the board? Let me see this. Mountain Alice. God, this must be insanely expensive though. Oh! That is so nice. If they get it in this wood... If you can get it in this wood finish, man, I would love this. Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. No, this is like a real deal. And yeah, and I guess they have the floating arrow key as well, which I like a lot. Because like if you ignore the southpaw, it is effectively a 75% layout, and then you get... Oh man, that's so nice. It is enormous, though. It is enormous. How much is this gonna be, though? I can only imagine how expensive this will be. Do they have any anticipated pricing? Ah, to be determined. Oh, that's unfortunate. TBD. That means it's too expensive for me. I will say, though, I was thinking about getting the, what was it? The Polygon 65 that came out recently. I thought that thing was incredible. That was a Chad of a keyboard if I've ever seen one. But it was also like $600, so I couldn't do it. Oh, it would have been so funny, though. It would have taken up half my desk space, which would have been just comical. Alright. So this is, if you haven't seen that, this is what we are doing here. We're using a nice acrylic one. I wanted to show off the underglow on this PC, on this PCB. Oh, you are unbelievable. You are unbelievable. Oh yeah, I'm sure they don't. Yeah, as soon as you hear that it's like $600+ and especially at a full size. When it's a full size like this, there's no way it's not going to be at least $500-600. There's no way. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna try to get away with using as few screws as possible with this board, because I don't like the way tray mounts make the sound inconsistent, and I'm hoping that maybe not screwing down the center will give it some of that sort of bounce I'm looking for. But we will have to see. That lined up all right. So, oh man, look, you seen that? Look at that jiggle. Are all tray mounts like this? This is unbelievable. Oh god, and this is why I don't do tray mount. Alright. So we got post in there, and post in there. I don't think we can screw in through these holes up here, so that's fine. So I guess we'll just like, are these magnetic? Okay, good. Shut up. Finagle our way back down in there. That's one. Could we get away with 2 screws? Are we brave enough? Yeah, so they're fairly similar. So I can show the previous one. So the last one I built was this guy here. So this was a Godspeed 675. So this is also, well, so this is a frosted polycarbonate case. This one's also frosted, so it looks similar, but it's a lot smaller. And this one is made out of acrylic instead of polycarbonate. Usually it means it's a little, you can kind of see here, it's a lot as scratch resistant and stuff like that, but it's still very nice. So where else do they have mounting screws? So they have mounting screws in here, here, and here, other than those two. Okay. I have no idea if that's centered. That doesn't feel right. That looks actually quite off. You know, at least to me, it doesn't feel like it. I can show, let me unplug this so we can take a look. So, to my eye, it's okay. I will say keep in mind that in this particular board, there's a nickel plate behind it. So the gaps that are there are much more prominent than they would otherwise be on a regular one. The most notable I've found is in between the space and the alts. You can kind of see there's a pretty substantial gap. I think between the alphas, it's pretty acceptable. It could also just be the PCB you get is slightly off, but that's pretty standardized, so I'd be surprised if that was the case. I find that the spacing on this is acceptable. It's not the tightest. It's definitely not the tightest. It's certainly not a GMK at all, but for what you pay and the consistency of the spacing, I think it's fine. Yeah. I did notice that too. I thought it was weird, especially because I had a GMK set right next to it when I was building the board. So I thought it was a little strange. But I think overall it's totally acceptable. I don't think it like really takes away from the build at all or anything like that. Man, it's so hard to line this up. It's kind of unbelievable. Okay. I think this is where it's going to sit now. I'm just going to stick with this. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to move my camera a little bit because it's a little off-center. So, well, I guess it doesn't really make a difference here. I'm kind of pressing here, and there's absolutely negative. There's just no flex. You can kind of see that. There's nothing happening here. Part of that's probably the fiber plate, but I also just think it's tray mounting. Just makes it feel, like, unbelievably stiff. Let me pull up my extra hardware. Should be some extra screws in here somewhere. Take a look. So it was weird. So when I got these from KBDfans, in a separate box, I got this plastic bag of screws. What they're for, don't really know. But they definitely didn't give me enough screws on the board itself. So we'll probably have to look through those, through there and see if we can find some screws that will work for us. That's pretty secure though. It's nice. Take a look here. I think these screws will be okay. I don't know for sure, but they look pretty similar in dimension. So I'm just gonna use these and just see if they thread or not. Yep, those thread just fine. So we'll stick with that. Ah, okay. Absolutely goofing right now. Last screw, and then we can do the fun bit. Nice. Take a look at that. That one's coming together really nicely. And yellows continue to impress me so far. So I'm quite pleased with that. Okay. So I've had this PCB for quite some time. So I don't know if it's never flashed or not. Guess we'll find out. We thinking the space bar or the black space bar? So you can do like your keycaps out there like that versus like that. I do like the spacebar in yellow. It's a nice pop. I think it's a good. And if it's only one spacebar, I don't actually think it's that big of a deal. So why don't we start with this bad boy? Go from there. Oh, that is stiff. Oh man, that is not bouncy at all. Huh. That's weird. Usually they're usually pretty good about making sure that at least it's like attached to like a function button or something like that by default. I'm surprised that they that was just chilling, like that was such a problem. I always forget this. Is it Windows, Control, Windows, then Alt? I think it is. I always forget, though. It's kind of awful. So, I don't know if this is just me. Those switches look kind of tilted. Doesn't feel... They're not, like, perfectly level. Strange. They don't, like, line up perfectly with each other. And I doubt that it's the plate. Or I doubt it's the switches, because these are all... It's very weird. I'm looking at it, and it's very, you can just... They all kind of, like, angle down this way, which makes me think that it's the switch's fault. But then it's on a carbon... It's on a plate. Right? And they're all 5-pin switches. So I don't know why that would be the case. I think we'll get some more switches on here and see how it comes out. Then again, I guess this is the price you pay when they're this cheap. Oh man. Yeah, it is, right? It's like slightly down. I don't know if that's also because the space bar is not right, but oh well. Given how much I paid for these keycaps, I guess it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Because I'm looking at the letters, and they're perfect. The letters are perfectly good. They don't have a problem. Yeah, you're right. I should just quit. This hobby's dumb. I should just give up. But I will say, these are some nice linears for how much they cost. I will say, though, honestly, I am a big tactile boy. So this is all tactiles. Sorry to say it. I prefer tactiles. But I think a good linear is very, very nice. Speaking of a good linear, I did buy the Bolsa Supply Techno Violets. Those are real nice. I think Shoobs did a video on those recently, and they sounded so good. Later. We'll do it later. I definitely overlooped my enter, though. That is a very overlooped enter. But no matter. Let me see if I can find an escape. There's got to be an escape here. Here we are. Ah! Whoops. You gotta do the single ones. Forgot that they're all spaced single. Didn't really plan out the keycaps my keycap layout, but so I just realized I don't have a question mark there. And I like having a question mark there. That's gonna be super awkward. Yeah. My alphas are good. And they line up with the enter perfectly. So I wonder if it's just that bottom row that's a little goofy. No, it did. But the problem is that a question mark cap is only 1 unit of size. If it will, come on. Here we go. You gonna focus? It's only 1 unit. And that's compared to the behemoth of the shift. So the problem is that normally a question mark would go here. You put it there and there's a gigantic gap. You can put your finger in between. So that's where your shift is usually supposed to go. And I don't really have anything to compensate for it. So we'll just have to find a different home for the question mark, I think. Oh, you know what I realized now as I'm building this? I don't have the feet for this board for some reason. Oh, there they are. Oh, well that would explain it. So that's where the other screws were. And I didn't check. Didn't bother to check. But if they work, they work. I'm not gonna get too wound up about not using gold screws. I think it's fine. Let me put this feet on before we do the rest of the keycaps, before I forget. Otherwise I'll forget and put it on a table and it's gonna scratch, and that would suck. Well, that's kind of goofy. Just did that, and that felt good. I'm excited. Soldering iron is still running. I wasn't even noticing. That's awkward. We are almost done. This is hype. This looks really good. This just makes me want the real GMK Night Runner, the Night Runner set. That looks so good. I just wish I had the real ones, because I bet the fit and finish would be much better. That looks so good. On a black board? Oh, man, that is something special. Alright, let me see if I can whip up this other set here. Let's see if we can find our missing switches that we would need for this. So there was a shift, I think, that we could do. Yeah, that's good. Right there. You could, actually, wait, you could do arrow keys in here. I didn't even think of that, but I guess you could do arrow keys. Wait, did I just like, okay, we just got good luck out of this. Oh, that's hype. Oh, man. No, this build came out super nice. I think the caps looked... They ended up looking a lot better than I thought they would. They're super nice. What I will say, though, is that the finish of the caps themselves, so the overall quality, leaves a little to be desired. It does leave something to be desired, frankly. But I am quite happy with the way they look, and for how much I paid, I think it's fine. It's fine. Because I paid $50 for these. which is an absolute steal relative to how much real GMK sets cost. And I seem to be missing an arrow key somehow. How have I managed that? Well, that's kind of an L. How have I done that? Just make sure that the profile of those are okay. Profile's good enough. But we have lost arrow keys somehow. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Yee. Now, how have I done that? The color is very good. I'm quite a big fan of this color. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I just didn't check. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Take a look here. I don't want to waste too much time on this because I'm kind of... don't really want to spend half the stream hunting for missing keycaps and completing it out perfectly. I just want it to look good for the most part. I wish they gave me like a single space enter or like a single space Windows key or a single space Alt. That would be really nice. It seems like they do not, though. I don't think they give you... I don't think it's quite right here. Oh, wait, I found a yellow enter. Yeah, yellow enter is better. Let me see if I can rip it off here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. And the legending on these are both meh. They're both equally meh. Oh man, but they also had yellow arrow keys. They actually had a... I don't know if this comes with the base set of GMKs, but if it does, it's a good setup. It is a great combination. Alright, Windows key. I found a Windows key. But that's not single space. I'm pretty sure that's 1.25. So that's a bit cringe. It was very uncool of them. Do these fit the profile? I don't think they do. No, they don't. This is such a strange layout to have. It's okay. Do we have... are these... these look like R4s for sure. Those are definitely R4s. Those are definitely not the right one. Could you? Page up and page down, maybe? But the page up doesn't work. Because the page up wants you to put it here. So that doesn't quite fit either. Man, they're breaking my balls here. They're not... ugh. Not a great look. Not a great... I will say their R1 selection's not great. Or their R4. Their bottom row selection is pretty lacking. Yeah. There's literally nothing here of value. As far as I can tell. So... guess we'll have to hunt for a different set. Because these are not going to cut it. We'll put a delete in there for now. Because that's fine. That is definitely the wrong profile. 100%. I'm just going to do... If we're gonna have a mismatch profile, I may as well just put it in for what it's actually going to be used for, which is volume buttons. So I'm just gonna do a top row volume down and a top row volume up. God, that looks so bad. But that's fine. That will do us plenty for this build. Call. But there we go. That's pretty much it. In terms, before I plug it in. That's basically the board. Let's take a look at this. Just give it a nice shot. Look at that. You can see there's a big reason. I don't like this cutout. I guess it's functional. I don't like it. Straight up do not like that. Like, it's also not even like a good button. It doesn't have like a good click. But I think these keycaps came out very good for how much they cost. I think the overall finish looks good. I think let's just plug it in and find out if it's worth anything. All right, and let's get our boys out of the way here. With, there we go. It's just a camera a little bit. Man, this thing is heavy. The Godspeed's really heavy. That's very heavy. Okay. Let's clean this up a little bit, and then we'll do some setup and typing tests, I guess. I think that'll be just fine. Forgot the stabilizer wire. Can we bask in the glory of this build? It came out way better than I thought it would for how much it costs. And for how easy it was, relatively speaking. Because I bought the keycaps from Amazon. The other stuff came from KBDfans. And you can buy all of it at once. It's very light though. It is very light. And I'm not super about that. Let's just take a look here. Here we go. That is very bright though. I do not like how bright that is. But check it out. Bring our little Kirby's over here. Look at that. That's cool. Alright. Let me pull up a switch test. Straight up, feels pretty good. Keyboard test. Oh, wow, that sounds nice. Considering I did no foam, no modding at all, that sounds good. Let's give it a go. Alright, let's just run through the line and just make sure we have everything. So left click, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So this is Alt. I don't really use this side anyways though. Arrow keys, that's delete. Okay, cool. I thought I missed something there. And obviously we don't have a question mark because we don't have it on this board. Let me take a look at the DZ60 base layout first. DZ60, I think it was a QMK configurator. That should tell us what the default is there. But wow, this actually is so nice. I was thinking about selling this, but honestly, for how much it was and how it feels, I kind of want to keep it. It feels really nice. Let's see, DZ60 Rev 3. There should be a Rev 3 somewhere here. Or V2, sorry. It should be the V2. Let's take a look here. So that's not helpful at all because they're just telling me it's oh, here it is. No, that's a 60. Is it 65? That doesn't feel right. That has got to definitely not be that. It's gotta be, it's definitely the 60, isn't it? 60... But it's not a Windows keyless one. It's just the, Okay, so it's probably this one, but it's blank. So it's probably this. Cool. So, I'm just gonna make that escape straight up. Backspace. Left control. I think we want that to just be straight up the Alt key. Get rid of those for volume up and volume down. Keyboard settings. Wrong place. Oh, it should be over here. Dude, this thing's so impenetrably difficult to read. Here we go. So that's interesting. So this is a right shift T. What, so you like double click it, gives you a... No, that's just straight up a shift. So what are they saying that's here? Maybe if you do like a... Nope, that doesn't do anything. Let's take a look at... Let's go to here and just make this like layer 1 or something, like make it go to layer 1. Okay, it's here. I always forget how to use this stupid thing. It's very difficult to use. Let's do that. That's the modifier here. And we'll go to layer 1. So they already have volume up, volume down. What I want to see if we can get our boy RGB in here. So RGB toggles up here. Cool. So maybe we just go to layer 2 like that. And then honestly, I'm just gonna make that the question mark. I have nothing better to do with that. It'll say shift, but this is a, to me, this is good enough. DZ60. Compile. All right. I guess while we wait for that to compile, let's give this a quick little type test. See how this goes. Let me just pause the music. And let me unhide type test. Cool. So this is going to be a type test of the DZ60 with a 5-degree angle case. This is running Milky Gatoron yellows with glorious G-lube. Stabs are just regular, I believe they are the GMK standard stabs. They've been clipped and lubed with dielectric grease. So, give it a test. closer sound. Cool. Was that loud enough? Can you guys hear that? I think the mic is trying to suppress that sound, but hopefully it came out pretty clear. Man, I fucked up. I got ticking in the enter. No! Oh, we got the ticking noise in the enter key this time. Fuck. Oh man, that blows. I thought we were on it. I genuinely thought we were on it that time. That's so unfortunate. They sounded so good when I was first testing, and then all of a sudden, it just falls apart. It's so unfortunate. Alright. I think that came out alright, though. This board's pretty cool. Hopefully the thing is done compiling soon. Let us download this firmware really quick. Alright. I will go and reprogram that later. But I think that came out really nice. Let's try that again. So just... Yeah, it's ticking on the left side. That's a tick. That's definitely a nasty little tick. But, most importantly, the spacebar, no sound at all. And left shift is usually pretty good for me. I'm usually pretty good at that. I don't think it makes a difference, but just... That's good. Try one more type test. I'll bring the mic a little bit closer because I think it's having a tough time picking up the board. And it'll be off to the side. So type test once again. So cool. That's the board. I think it came out real nice. I'm kind of disappointed with my stabilizers. They never come out quite right. Yeah, I know the colors are cool. They're fancy. You can take the look at the bottom. Oh, that's overexposed. Oh, that's bright. That's bright. That's really bright. But from the top, gives you a very nice diffused look. Very fancy colors. Oh, poor Kirby's. But this sounds so good. This really, in terms of sound, punches way above its weight, I think. It's not like, just off first impressions, it's not like thocky. It's a little bit thockier than usual. I think it's mostly to do with it being yellow milkies. I think that helps a lot. These switches are super good. I'm actually super impressed with how good they are, given the price point I paid. I think I paid $17 for a whole pack of 70, or something ridiculous like that. That sounds like there's no way it was that cheap. But it was unbelievably cheap. For what it was worth. Super good. And then you do a little bit of time, spend some good time lubing your switches. And this is the sound you get. It's such a huge difference. This is better than any cherry red you could ever want. After getting a brown. But these are nice. If you're looking for good linears, yellows are super nice for a cheap build. I love it. I might just use this board every day for at least a little while. This is super nice. Let's give you some contrast with the previous one I used, which was this guy. Sorry, Kirby's got to go for a second. Move this guy out of the way. So you can actually see it's not that much smaller than the big boy I made here. This is quite a tall board. And this one has used tactiles with a nickel plate. So this is a much more hollow, kind of clacky sound. So you can kind of hear the difference here. So, definitely a much louder sound if that's what you want. This still sounds very hollow in some parts, especially towards the top, because there's nothing to fill the sound. You can definitely hear sort of the plasticky acrylic hollowness, but it's a lot less so than this one. I think there's less dead space in here for the sound to bounce. The carbon fiber plate, I can't actually say if it's any better. It feels super stiff, but I think that's partially because it's tray mounted and less because of the plate. But man, these switches absolutely carry this build. The switches carry this build 100%. I would be very happy putting these yellows on the Godspeed. I think they would still sound super nice. It might be a little bit hollow for this board, but it would be super, super nice. Man, I'm really blown away. Maybe I have an order for Bolsa Supply switches, but maybe it wasn't worth it if this is how good yellows sound. I found novelty creams to not sound that good compared to this. I actually do think novelty creams don't sound as good as this, for me. I know they're nice. I know you have to break them in, but just like out of the box, just like you do a little bit of work to mod these. This is top tier. This is an S tier switch for me. And I hope it's an S tier switch for me because it's a lot cheaper. It's definitely a lot cheaper. The one thing though, I think the back of the Godspeed looks a lot better. I think this looks way better. I'll keep using this one for a while. I want to experiment with it. I do want a linear game. I want to try linears for like a daily driver because I've basically only built tactiles. What I might do is, depending on which one I sell, I'll probably keep the octopus caps and just put them on the board I keep. But yeah, that's the build. That's the build, guys. This time was a little bit faster, 2.5 hours. I think it helps that I didn't wholly mod it or loop switches on stream. I don't like streaming. I don't like to loop switches on stream. It's sad and really boring. It's much more boring than the usual the rest of this hobby, which is already very repetitive in some ways with soldering. But let's see, what time is it right now? If it's 5, it's okay. It's 5 here. I think now is the time to go and play some games. I'm gonna try the board out. I'll put the board up while I play the games. I'm gonna try using this one, but I think I'm gonna be playing some Tales of Arise. Just got the game 2 days ago when it came out. Let me get the soldering iron out of the way. But yeah, so I got this new game that came out. It's pretty fun, very JRPG, but it's very up my alley. So we're gonna give it a go. Hopefully, I'm hoping because the game's not as heavy as when I did Apex, the game shouldn't crash, or my stream shouldn't be super laggy. I'm hoping. That's all I can hope for in this day and age. Let's see here. Let me boot up the game while we do this. And in the meantime, let's play some music. Let's take a look here. What are we looking for here? Oh my god, these linears are so good. I can't get over it. Alright, it's not capturing the game. That's fun. That's fun. We hate to see that. Alright, hopefully I can check while I'm all tapped as well. It's not fun, not coming up. It's not coming up. Why will you not hook for my game? You can definitely hear the anime going on in the background. Holy shit. Let's go! It works! Alright. Let's play some games. Let me turn this off. Man, this Logitech webcam kind of blows, because every time it DCs and it's super inconvenient. Let me build a better Logitech camera than you. Take a look here, and then we'll also... Let me see if I can bring in the, people talk in chat, just make sure that the game is not, like, lagging out like crazy. That would be super unfortunate if it did. Video capture. That is absolutely super unprofessional. Thank you. Much appreciated. We'll find out when we get in-game. I'm worried that it's going to be a lot worse when we actually try to play. But thankfully it seems okay right now. Alright, let's go. So I already started playing this game, so I guess we'll be on the back foot for this, but let me see here. Let us pull... I'm gonna pull up Twitch on my phone and make sure that it runs. I don't want to listen to the anime again. Let's just jump here. Okay. Ah. Alt-tab me? Don't alt-tab me, bro. There we go. Continue. Alright. Let's make sure the audio is also okay. So, let's change here. This sensitivity is way too high, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's turn this up. Ah! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dog. Oh, I completely whiffed it. I completely whiffed the boost. Looks okay on my phone, so hopefully it's fine there. How's the game audio? Is it too quiet? I'm sure it's not too quiet. I'll bring it up a little bit, just in case. So this game is... hang on. I'll tap back in. So this is the new game. This came out. It was called. It just came out 2 days ago. It's called Tales of Arise. So it's like a very JRPG action game. So they did. I think Tales of Arise is supposed to be like a soft reboot. So I think a few years ago they made Tales of Berseria, And the Tale series is pretty popular, but
ね
they've been
え、
quiet
村
for
の
the
人
past
に
few years
話を
until
聞く
now.
なら隠れてても意味ないよ。それにどうせ誰かしらが密告すると思う。
おいシオン、
その子の言うことはもっともだわ。どうせ私たちのことは知られているんだから、こそこそするのは無意味よ。
まだ敵がいるかもしれないぞ。
だったら小屋まで追ってきたはずよ。ここにもう敵はいないわ。さっさと住民に話を聞くわよ。
いつもあんな調子なの？よく一緒にいられるね。
まったくだ。
村の人に話を聞いてみようよ。万物継承の源は6つの
There's a
星
ton
座
of
により
cutscenes for
定
this
番だし
game.
されど
I'm
我ら
50-50 about how it's done.
彼ら
It's good that you
光
can
を
skip a lot of
すな
it
わ
and you don't have to do
ち
any
敵を
of it.
縁とする
何をつぶやいているんだ？
魔法の詠唱の練習。
詠唱？じゃあ今の魔法の呪文なのか？
そうじゃ
You
な
see
い
the
け
little
ど、
hoodle boy? You
い
see the
ざって
little
時
owl?
に素早く正確に
That
発
owl
音
warms
する
my
必要
heart
があ
every
るか
day.
ら。
Ever since I
手
saw
を
it.
鳴らしてるんだ。
Ever since I saw it, truly it
な
brings
る
me
べ
joy.
く使わないようにしてたし。
一族でずっと人の目を避けてきたんだったな。リンウェル以外の魔法使いの人たちはどうしているんだ？悪かった。聞かれたくないことだったのか。
ごめん。
Let me bring up the volume on this a little bit. There we go. Oh, you're not gonna... Keeps all tapping me out, which is super not cool.
メザイ22よ。変わった名前だな。
メザイっていうのは小さい村を示す符号みたいな
Oh,
も
you
の
got
だ
a。side quest?
地名じゃないのか。なあ。おい。
Yeah. The sound of the grunting is unbelievable. He's gone quiet again.
うーん。
We have to do something. It's a quest. We gotta get an item out of him. Yeah, let's go do this side quest real quick.
困っている人はいないか？
何にでも首を突っ込まない
There
で
are so many side quests. What the hell is this? Defeat 7 ice wolves in the White Silver Plains. That should be easy enough. Just run back here. Oh, it's our boy! Look at that big chunky boy. Look at him! He's fucking huge! Woohoo! Ah, he fucked
お
off.
友達見つけたね。
Dude, the owls are so fucking sick in this game.
いたよ。
Little chunky boys. Little chunky boys.
クルルは隠れてて。マグナマイル。宿ってまだ終わらないよ。あれは温存。
行くわよ。
行くよ。
撃つ当てる。
宿って
見えた。終わりよ。
まだ終わらない。
火の精霊術よ。こっちは終わり。
Go, let's go. Hello, Andrew. How's it going?
あれが例のアイテム。
We finished the board. You want to check this out? It's pretty cool, but we're just playing Tales of Arise. I'm looking at the game. It like stutters like 50-50, so maybe I'll like turn off the camera for the to like improve performance. Let me just turn off the video. The heads is here it is. Yeah, just turn that off. Let me remove it. Yep. Let me resize the screen. Ah, stop moving. Does that work? Yeah. Let's see if that works. Hello. Alright. It's weird, because I think the camera, because it's in 4K, is like slowing down my game a little bit. But, we'll see. Ah, toe whiff! We whiffed it, baby! Oh yeah. Yo, we're actually playing at a good frame rate? Unbelievable. Let's go. Yeah, I guess it's the camera, which is unfortunate. Well, I'd love to show the keyboard while I'm playing. But no matter. We gotta keep kicking the shit out of these ice walls. It's kind of unbelievable. Yo, what the fuck is happening? This character is so confusing, but it's sick. Yeah, I think Rinwell is probably the most confusing one here. So apparently the way it works is you can like charge up your move and you can store it for later. But the way you do it is so goofy, I don't really understand how it works super well. But my pea brain cannot handle anything beyond our boy Alphen. Check it out. This dude better give me a good ass item. Ah, I love reading. I would have never learned about such a tradition. What a cultured man. He's like, I'm learning about traditions. A man of culture. We got a bunch of money in SP for it, so maybe it's worth doing these. The giant Zoogle hunt. Let's look at our skills really quick. If it will let me. What's going on? Hello. What's going on? That's unfortunate. Can we navigate our menu now? There we go. Severing Wind. So this is the problem I'm finding with this game, and it might be just me. You get a bunch of these really cool moves to combo. But the problem is that you can't actually do like multi-stage combos. Because you get like a preset of 3, and then you use those 3, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong, but that seems to be the way it works, and it's very annoying. Speeds up flaming edge, amount of HP consumed. Oh, but that's big. I want that. That's big. I need aerial moves. The heck? I keep getting alt tabbed out. That's crazy. This game is not happy when I use the cursor. I'm streaming. It's very strange. Let me also, I forget, before I forget. Let me do, I think it was the arts. You have to, I'll make it E. Huh? Is it not what I thought it was? Oh, it must be a, yeah, okay. It's a flaming edge aerial attack. So it's an aerial attack. So why can't I change it? What's going on here? Charges the enemy with a blazing sword, inflicts self-damage. Oh, because you have to charge it. I see. That's a weird move. Maybe I missed the point. Strange. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Talk to our boy.
あんたたち執行隊が連れてった人の仲間だろ。出てってくれ。
すぐ出ていくから質問に
Just
答
put
え
the
な
gun
さ
on
い。
him. That's
その執
super
行隊は
sick.
どこに向かったの？
シスローだ。
It's the same guy. It's our boy.
そう言ってた。
やっぱり
しかしなんでこんなことに。ここしばらくこの村で騒ぎなぞ起きたことなかったのに。
これ以上は時間の無駄のようね。
お仲間を取り戻したいなら急ぐことだ。シスロデンに連れて行かれて戻ってきたやつ
It's
は
the
いないんだ。
gulag. Holy crap.
おいやめ
Holy
とけ。
shit.
せっかく助かったのに。構うもんか。密告したきりゃすればいい。
シスロデンは収容所なのか？主婦なんだろ？
主婦だとも。だが同じことだ。移動を禁じられてる俺たちにとってはな。俺の親も兄弟も蛇の目に連れて行かれてそれきりだ。きっともう生きちゃいない。行けよ。それで一人でも多くの蛇の目を殺してくれ。
Very impassioned. I'm not sure about the facial tracking, but very
行こう。
impassioned.
シスロ
With
デン
the
へ。
A. Is there an item back here we can steal? I need things to pillage. Yeah, let's go.
これは？
It's milk, my dude. It's milk.
困っている人はいないか？
何にでも首を突っ込まないで。
Yes, we can.
おお。
ち。
なあ。
ん？おお。
Let's hunt for it. I want some SP for this.
いいぞ。ズーグルで酒を作るなんて意外と。
あのさ、私の魔法のことだけど。
あまり大っぴらにしてほしくないんだな。
ごめん。
あの村で使っておいて
よせシオン。
あの人が。
え？
シルファが死ぬのが嫌だった。だから。
ああ。リンウェルが助けてくれなかったら危なかった。
うん。
God damn, that enter, man. I didn't script the enter on the build. Would have been unfortunate. Let's check our quests really quick. Make sure we're good. Acquire Earth Seeds. Whatever those are. So many cutscenes to look at.
あの子、さっきから動かないけど。
本当だ。どうしたんだろう。しまった。
何？どうしたの？
すまないリンウェル。フルルがいなくなった。
フルル？フルルならそこにいるよ。
どこに？
ダナフクロウは警戒すると気配を消すから。
そうだったのか。下手にかまっちゃいけなかったんだな。
Yo, it's a stealth owl? That's
フルルは
nuts.
私以外には懐かないから。おいで、フルル。
こんな近くに？
多少はアルフェンのことが気になってるみたい。一緒に旅をしてるってことくらいは分かってるんだと思う。名前を呼んだら返事をするくらいにはなるかも。
そうか。
弱っているわけじゃなかったのね。
ああ。よかった。
Look at this dude! Look at this owl, bro! Oh my god. Why aren't owls in real life that sick? So where the hell do we get this Earth Seed? It's a very strange name. Are they gonna give us details about where to get said Earth Seed, or are they just gonna say you gotta go somewhere? Maybe just go to the forest.
いる
の？何かあったんだろうか。ここの人たちにとって蛇の目というのは本当に恐ろしい。
スルド・ガナベルトの手先として実質この国を支配している奴らだからね。目をつけられたら最後。
そしてジルファはシスロデンか。途中で追いつけるといいが。
私はもともとみんなをシスロデンに連れて行くつもりだったわけだけど、一つ忠告。
忠告？
シスロデンへはこの先にある森を通るんだけど、すごく危険な場所なの。
ズーグルか？
うん。狼のね。ひときわ大きいのが群れを率いてる。私も雪道に襲われて、それで仲間とはぐれたんだ。
わかった。気をつけよう。
Oh. Why are we back here? Let's go. The worlds aren't huge. We're already making our way to the capital.
準備はしっかり整えておこ
う。Oh, forcing me into eating. Disgusting. How could you?
リンウェル、怪我をしたらシオンに言うんだぞ。
他人ばかり見てられないわよ。
はあ。
Let's see here. What is rest? Or not. Game. Come on. Get some taters, some juice. Defense up. Keep it cheap.
シオン、少しいいか？
休もうとしてたのに何か用？
いや、用というほどのことじゃないんだが。
ならもう横にならせてもらうけど。
少し話すくらいのことがそんなに面倒か？
逆に聞くけど、あなたはなんでそうすべきだと思うの？
なんでって、普段から話してないといざって時に困るかもしれないし。
いざって時って？
急に具合が悪くなった時とか。
治癒術を使えば済むじゃない。
シオンはそれでよくても、頼みたいやつは言い出しにくいかもしれないだろう。
必要ならそう言えばいいだけだわ。私が意地悪して断るとでも思ってるの？
そういうことを言ってるんじゃない。
じゃあ何なの？回りくどい言い方はやめて。
俺が言いたいのは、つまり一緒に行動するならいがみ合ったままよりそうでない方がいいに決まってるってことなんだ。
よくわからないわ。でもあなたがそういうことを気にしているというのは分かった。あなたに余計な負荷をかけたいと思っているわけでもないし、だから
Oh my god, stop
で
alt
きる
tapping.
範囲でもう少し話す機会を設ける。これでいい？
ああ、十分。
なら今日はもう休ませてもらうからおやすみなさい。
少しは分かってもらえた。
そろそろ休みま
We
しょ
got
う。
closer by making her annoyed. Good writing.
それでいつまでこうしてるつもりなの？ずいぶん悠長に構えてるように見えるけど。
別に悠長になんて構えていない。
そうならいいけど。
言われなくても分かってる。
アルフェン、
God, she is getting
こっちは
super
準備
annoying.
できてるよ。
She's always
やる
whining.
前も話し込んでたよね。あの光目と何話してるの？
特別なことは何も。
なんで？レナだよ。協力し合ってるのは知ってるけど、仲良くする必要な。
この先も当分一緒に行動するんだ。ずっといがみ合ったままじゃまずいだろ。それにどっちかが命令するだけじゃできることならお互いのことをちゃんと分かった上で対等に協力したい。
だからって、だいたい向こうもそんな気はなさそうだけど。
こんなギスギスしてたんじゃ。とにかくもう少し話を重ねてみるしかないか。
There we go. Counter edge by pressing Q. No idea what that does. Oh, it's gotta be because there's just crap. Okay. There we go.
先を急ぐわよ。
We go. We proceed.
ここが例の狼がいるという森か。ジルファたちの気配はなさそうだな。
うまくやり過ごして森を抜けたか、それともすでに襲われたか、どちらかね。
嫌なことを言う。
事実を言っただけよ。急ぐんでしょ？
大丈夫だよ、グルル。
視界が悪いと進むのも一苦労ね。
ああ、うっかり道端にあるものとか見逃さないようにしないとな。
まだいい方だよ。ひどい時
Little
は
dogs.
道に迷ってもそれに気づかないほどなんだから。
Let's go. Kick their shit in,
さっさと
baby.
片付けましょう。
Go, let's go. It's gas.
なんだろうこれ。
So, can we jump? Nope.
寒いわね。凍えそうだわ。
早いところ上がろう。
Get our salmon. Yo, we got money. Yo. Ah, come on.
炎の剣は無事か。
濡れたくらいじゃ問題ないわよ。
Fight him. We're gonna get him. Easy.
必要な素材は手に入った。早くメザイに届けてやろう。
相手にならないわね。
相手にしな
We
きゃ
got
ね。
Earthseed. We'll have to go back for it
しょ
later.
うがないですね。
問題なさそうな相手だ。
Wait, this is a sick move. Why can't you just let me use that normally? Yo, you gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous, bro. These moves are so ridiculous.
任せてくれ。ジルファを追わなきゃいけないってのに迷いそう。村と主婦を結ぶ街道なのになんでこんな入り組んでるんだ。
What difficulty setting am I at right now? Oop, wrong one. Okay, I'm at moderate. I'm not like playing insanely hard.
なぜズーグルがうろつい
It's
ているんだ。
powerful, bro.
突破するぞ。
Bop. Get your shit in. There we go.
存分に力を振るいなさい。片付いたわね。行きましょう。
ああ、問題ない。高いな。
Let's see. Do we have the CP for this? I don't know, dog. Is this worth it? Oh, okay, no, that's totally worth it then. Okay, we get items out of it? Okay.
ありがとう。
Surely they'll get better too. I think we just go in and bop. Sup? Boy. Nope, no, the pink pointing the wrong way. Okay. Charge it up. Yo, these moves are huge. Yo, that's kind of crazy. It feels like I'm doing something. More money, big money. I want those items, bro. You get more money? Right. We're going for that chest. Let's go. Stay there. Come on, do the healing. Do the healing. There you go. That got ugly really quick. Let's go! Some Power Ranger tier shit. Let's go. Onyx One Piece. Let's look. Okay, so straight up first. Got some items.
敵の精霊術でも栄称がある類のやつは遠くから仕掛けてくる上に威力もあって厄介だな。
私邪魔できると思うよ。
Bro, what is this?
栄唱している時って心が無防備になるんだけど、その隙に集まった力を横取りする技があるんだ。
横取りってどうするんだそれで。
自分で好きな時に使えるように取っておける。横取りした力を解放するだけだからその一回きりだけどね。あとそれをされると集中できなくなるから相手はしばらく栄唱できなくなるはずだよ。
相手の術を奪える上にしばらく使えなくする。
一族秘伝の奥義だからって 学ばされたんだ。
この先栄唱する教授。
難しいけど頑張るよ。
How earnest.
近づかせないよ。
Alpha. We got an alpha. Watch out, boys.
私なら押せるわ。私に任せて。
こいつでどうだ。魔人剣ソーラ
Wait, these moves are sick.
火の精霊術よ。バーンストライク。
Yo, what? Excuse me?
強くなったかも。
The Letucci.
どうした？
あ？
わかった。
マジかよ。
Uh-oh. This is gonna be tough. If our homie shows up. Let's forge. We gotta be able to forge something, surely. Let's give this a go. Crafting equipment. How can we not still have anything for her? Her shit's so beef, too. That's so unfortunate. Okay. Should give the garnet to
この一品、重心の位置が絶妙だ。
save. This could just be all this prep for like no work, and I'm just gonna be able to dunk on it, but we'll see. I think we'll finish this battle and call the stream an end. That'll be a good way to end. Try shit on these guys. Art. Okay, we gotta figure this art shit out. Yo, what is that jump? Yo, this is wild, bro. I don't even get a chance to dodge it. That's crazy. Four, come on. Cool. Hit the core. You hit the core big time. Change the art really quick. We'll get rid of Rising Wyvern. And we'll put in a Raymond Sword Rain. Oh, big crit, big crit. So we're dunking now, we're moving. Let's switch to Rinwell. How does it do so little damage? It's unbelievable. Yo, what? Are you kidding me? Oh god, I can't believe we just got fucking bodied like that. Come on, do the res. And then we'll switch to alpha. Core break, big core break. Whoa, equipment, items.
よ。あの動き。
大技が来るぞ。
Get rid of these stupid dogs first.
死の淵からだって呼び戻すんだ。死の淵からだって呼び戻すんだ。
There we go, there we go.
自由にも限りはある。
Why is this getting so sweaty all of a sudden? It was perfectly fine at the beginning. That stupid dog keeps getting in the way. Use that. Two extra life bottles. How are you not using your items? Use them. There we go. Okay. Come on, use a life bottle and get up. Boy! Boy! Yo, you dead ass! You dead ass! Sit on my butt. Okay, whatever. Guess we use another one. We go again. Right at the end, too. Are you shitting me? Let's items. Get off and up. We don't need that much. There we go. Ah, that was so dumb.
Rimel?
なんでもない。
Take a look here. There we go.
どうしたっていうの？
血の匂いがする。これは
スグル、こんなに。どういうこと？
同士討ちには見えない。一体何が。
Yikes. Nice sword. Well, that's scary as hell, isn't it?
あいつは
まさかこれを全部一人で。
Fuck.
ひょっとしてあれがこの国。
スルドが一人で外をうろつくとも思えないけど、それにレナ人。
何にせよ顔を合わせなくて正解だったみたいだ。大丈夫か？
あ、うん。
今はジルファを追おう。それにしても恐ろしい。
Alright. I think it is time to call it a day for this stream. It's been a long minute. Really happy with how the build turned out. And I think we can call it there. Alright, thanks everyone who showed up. I think I'm good here. Have a good night, everyone. I'm going to call it there.